Everyone says AI needs separate models for text, images, and video. But Google just dropped Gemini Omni, and it's breaking every rule. Hey everyone, I'm Mohammed, founder of Digital Dev. Today we're diving deep into Google's Gemini Omni, the multimodal AI model that's reshaping how we think about artificial intelligence. In the next 9 minutes, you'll see exactly why this technology is a game changer, how it actually works, and what it means for your business. Let's go. For years, AI has operated in silos. You had one model for text, like ChatGPT, another for images, like DALL-E, and another for video analysis. Companies had to stitch these tools together, creating friction, latency, and inefficiency. Gemini Omni changes that fundamentally. It's what Google calls a true natively multimodal model, meaning it processes text, images, audio, and video all within a single architecture. No translation layer, no back and forth between systems, just seamless, unified understanding. According to The Verge's hands-on testing, Gemini Omni can respond to real-time video input in under 500 milliseconds. That's faster than human reaction time. Google trained this on 10 million hours of multimodal data, blending vision, language, and audio understanding in ways previous models couldn't achieve. For context, GPT-4's training was primarily text-based with vision as an add-on. Gemini Omni was built from the ground up as truly unified intelligence. Let me walk you through what the actual demo showed, because this is where things get wild. A researcher at Google sat in front of a whiteboard with sketches, equations, and handwritten notes. They pointed the camera at the board and asked Gemini Omni, "What's this diagram trying to show?" In real time, we're talking 300 to 400 milliseconds. The model analyzed the image, understood the context, and explained the physics concept being illustrated. But here's where it gets crazy. It didn't just describe what it saw. It engaged in a multi-turn conversation, asked clarifying questions, and even corrected misconceptions in real time. In another demo segment shown on The Verge, someone played a drum rhythm on a table. Gemini Omni heard the audio, recognized the pattern, and immediately started writing sheet music. Then, when asked, it explained the time signature, suggested variations, and even hummed back the melody in a different key. The third demo, Gemini Omni watched a live cooking video, understood the recipe being prepared, identified when something was going wrong with the technique, and provided real-time corrections, all while maintaining conversation flow. This isn't pre-recorded interaction. This is genuine multimodal reasoning happening in milliseconds. At Digital Dev, we help businesses integrate exactly this kind of AI automation into their workflows. When you eliminate model switching and latency, productivity scales exponentially. Here's what makes Gemini Omni technically remarkable. It uses something called unified tokenization. Instead of converting images to text descriptions or audio to transcriptions, which introduces information loss, Gemini Omni treats all input types as tokens within the same language model architecture. Think of it this way. Traditional AI models are like translators. An image goes into one system, gets converted to words, then those words go into a language model. Gemini Omni is like a native polyglot. It understands everything in its original form. Google reported that this approach reduces inference latency by 60% compared to their previous multimodal pipeline. That means faster responses, lower computational cost, and better accuracy. The model is currently running on their tensor processing units, TPUs, which gives Google a significant infrastructure advantage. One more number that matters. In benchmark testing, Gemini Omni outperforms specialized models by 15 to 30% on tasks that required cross-modal reasoning. So it's not just more efficient, it's smarter. Let's get practical. Where does this actually change things? First, customer service. Instead of separate chatbots, image recognition tools, and video analysis systems, one model handles everything. A customer sends a photo of a broken product, describes the issue verbally, and includes a video of the problem. Gemini Omni analyzes all three simultaneously, understands the full context, and provides a solution in seconds instead of minutes. Second, content creation and analysis. Imagine uploading a video and asking, "What are the 3 main points being discussed?" and create social media captions for each section. Gemini Omni watches the video, understands the audio, reads any text overlays, and generates captions, all in one pass. Third, education. A student can photograph a complex math problem, ask a question about it verbally, and show a video of where they got stuck. The model understands the complete picture and explains it better than any single-purpose tutoring tool. At Digital Dev, we're already seeing how clients can leverage unified multimodal AI to reduce operational friction by 40 to 50%. The magic isn't just the technology, it's the workflow redesign that becomes possible when everything works together. Let's be real. OpenAI, Anthropic, and Meta are scrambling. They have multimodal models, but they're not true end-to-end architectures. OpenAI's GPT-4 vision requires separate prompts for images. Meta's Llama 2 is primarily text-focused. Gemini Omni isn't just another multimodal model. It's the first one that genuinely treats all input types as first-class citizens. Google has $60 billion in annual AI research spending. They're leveraging that advantage. The Verge's analysis noted that Gemini Omni's capabilities suggest we're entering a new era where the line between AI for this task and AI for that task completely blurs. But here's what most people miss. The real competitive advantage isn't the model itself. It's access. Google is rolling this into Gemini Advanced and eventually making it available through APIs. Companies that integrate it early, like our clients at Digital Dev, will have a 12 to 18-month head start on optimization. If you're running a business that handles any combination of text, images, audio, or video, you need to start thinking about how Gemini Omni changes your operations. Step 1. Audit your current AI stack. How many separate tools are you using? Count the friction points, handoffs between systems, delays, data transformation. Step 2. Identify one high-impact workflow that could benefit from unified multimodal processing. Customer support, content analysis, or product QA are great starting points. Step 3. Experiment. Google's making Gemini Omni available to early adopters. Run a small pilot and measure the improvements in speed, accuracy, and cost. The companies that act now won't just be faster. They'll fundamentally restructure how they compete. And that's the real game changer. Here's my question for you. Comment below, what's the biggest friction point in your business that could be solved if you had one AI model that understood everything? Text me in the comments. I read every single one. If you found this breakdown valuable, subscribe right now. Next week, we're breaking down how to actually integrate Gemini Omni into your business without breaking everything else. You don't want to miss that. And if you're serious about AI automation for your business, visit mdigitaldev.com. We help companies like yours implement cutting-edge AI workflows that actually move the needle. Let's talk. Next week, we're diving into 5 AI workflows every business should automate in 2024. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Catch you in the next one.